I'm back home. I'm in Toronto, and seldom do you see me shooting videos in the streets of Toronto, but today is one of those days where I gotta be consistent. I gotta film when I'm at home. Wow, this is a perfect example of how cold it is. Current temperature in Toronto is -7. The snow is ridiculous. This is where God decided to birth me, so I gotta embrace it and hold it and love it. I'm home in Toronto. If you guys are new to my channel, it's Chris Must List, a man on a mission to see every single country in the world. And for those that haven't seen snow, ask yourself this: is this really what you want to wake up to in the morning? Is this something that you look forward to? Me, I'd much rather a nice sunny beach or island. I like the heat, man. I like to get all sweaty, and the cold is not for me. You got to be prepared out in these streets. So I often get accused of showcasing like the problems in other countries, which normally is gangs, right? Crime and violence. And people ask me like, Chris, how come you never show the gangs in Toronto? And the reality is, you know, crime exists. Here's an example. Here's a robber, if you know him. He's a robber. Crime exists, mostly petty. A lot of car crime, like stealing cars. But gangs? Nah, it's not like that in Toronto. There are areas that I will explore that have gang problems, but for the most part, 99% of the people will never run into a gang-related crime in Toronto. So when you ask me why don't I show gangs in Toronto, it's just not a problem. But what we do have a problem in is with 12,000 Torontonians will be homeless tonight. Homelessness and drug addiction, fentanyl. I know a bunch of people that have died to drug overdose. So I'm gonna walk and talk, try to show you guys how the homeless live in Toronto on a cold day like today with a lot of snow. Also later on in today's video, I'm meeting with a man that is responsible for building tiny, tiny homes.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm from Tiny Tiny Homes.
Tiny, tiny homes. What the heck is a tiny, tiny home?
Tiny Tiny Home is a portable shelter that's made to house people in the wintertime so they're not living so rough while waiting for permanent housing.
Actually, I'm the first person to get one.
How does that feel?
Amazing, warm.
Yeah. You know what? I'm out here. The smoke is going, but I can see you're warm. Right
I know,
inside.
and I get to wear my pretty little shirt.
If you guys are new to my channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I'm on a race right now to 500,000 subscribers. Once I hit that, then the journey will continue on to 1 million and 2 million and 3 million. You're just simply not getting rid of me. You guys tell me down below in the comments. Do you like the cold? Have you felt the cold? Have you ever seen snow? Have you ever touched snow? And I can't speak properly. My mouth is frozen. I'm walking up. I can't speak. Let me try this again. I am walking upon Trinity Bellwoods Park. Now, 3 years ago, right around the commencement of my YouTube channel, one of my very first videos was visiting a homeless tent city here during the winter, and I think it got about 300,000 views. And I must say I'm happy to see that there are not tents all throughout this park, but I'm also concerned that those people that were living in the tents, where are they living today? My friend, security, tell me, this is the craziest building in Toronto. Yeah, you can say. You've seen it, you witnessed it. You're being too polite. I know, and he knows. If Reed in the street told me this is the craziest building, it's the craziest building. So let me try to sneak my way in. Oh, the fun part of the job.
I ain't trying to be, no, I charge for that shit, eh?
Hey, leave him, my boy, relax, my boy.
Give me the money.
Let me give him money. Why, come, let me share my friends. Yo, so I want to camera.
Yo. What, you think you're gonna intimidate me? Come on. It's a warm welcome to the neighborhood. Yeah. So this is what's happening in the neighborhood. What's happening? What's happening?
They're just holding a vibe.
Oh, man, this is normal.
It's normal shit. They're smoking their shit. And I'm saying they're getting high.
Yeah.
I'm saying, get the camera walk, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck. This is a spot, huh?
It's African now. Yeah. You see them? They just
Where are you from?
Rolling up.
Nigeria? So this is what the whole place looks like. The
Yeah,
whole building.
man. Be packets, man. This guy viral too.
You gonna tell me something?
Tell your man something.
Tell me. Where are you from, Mark?
I'm from Jamaica.
Jamaica?
Jamaica.
Where in Jamaica?
Andrew.
Okay, I'm in Jamaica all the time. My friend, when you came to Canada, you thought you were gonna be in a staircase like this in Toronto?
I raised myself in the staircase and everything. This shit, I think about that, but
You know, yeah,
it's just life, you know.
it's life.
It's have
But a year from now, 2 years from now, where are you gonna be? Not in the staircase.
I have to work out something.
You gotta bounce back.
I can't be in the staircase like that. I gotta.
I've been a partner. I've been a partner.
Yeah, man. Them have enough sense, man.
You're young, you got the opportunity.
Yeah, and the government said I know. I wanted to follow the scam, you know.
Yeah,
Looking forward to go back into that, you know.
yeah. But you wanna stay in Canada?
Yeah. It's money Canada, yeah.
You know, when I'm in Africa, everybody thinks you come to Canada, you're gonna live in a big house, you're gonna have a Mercedes Benz.
That's something you don't know.
Hey,
You
man,
have to start from somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
It's so easy, you know. At times you fall, you.
Yeah.
You try to get back, so you have to get back on your feet, you know.
But this is the problem, crack. This is what you guys are doing in this hallway.
Yeah, there's some people that they can live
Yeah.
a good life smoking crack.
My friend, you're not living a good life right
Yeah,
now.
right now, yeah, because
Yeah.
I started in the wrong way, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to think straight, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta put this in order.
In this whole staircase, how many people are in the staircase? All day, 24 hours a day?
Yeah, man.
7 days a week?
7 days a week, that's how you go, yeah? Yeah, man. Them do
You
them.
just smoke right now?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, smoking on one, I don't just rush.
Yeah. Man, back to back to back to back. How long have you lived here? How long have you lived here?
Minute, just saying, I'm just pass through, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pass through in that.
But you're originally from Jamaica?
Yeah, man. Same time here, 4 years, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not having that bottle.
What's that, man?
Small snakes. I see you, man. You're famous, man. What you doing in the trenches?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, man. This upkey guy.
Where's he from?
Hey, talk to him.
Where are you from?
You want interview? I'm Sri Lanka.
From where?
Yemen.
Yemen. But you say you've been sitting here waiting for somebody. I think you've been waiting here for years. You're not going nowhere.
Even my age, when you was there.
Waiting for a response from Her Royal Majesty.
Yes, you're going to be waiting a lot. He's waiting for the Queen to come and grab him. He's going to be waiting here for a while. She died. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
She died.
I was just here in the stairway.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but yeah, you're a funny man.
How would I know?
Yeah.
Then it was your birthday 2 days ago.
I was high in a very low place.
I didn't know about how bad it was here until I got here.
Yeah.
And, you know, they just don't know.
But what keeps bringing you back? Drugs. This is the reason you're
I
here.
can leave.
Man, you can't be hanging around here for fun.
No, it's
There's nothing
people.
fun.
I'll be honest with you, it's the people.
You say, what brings you here?
Yeah, I wanted to live close to penitentiary halfway house.
You want to live close to the penitentiary.
Halfway house.
Okay.
22 Sherborne. I was
But
there.
so you live in the building, or you just hang out in the
I
staircase?
used to. One of my cousins, he said we were waiting.
I'm for the
Yeah.
people, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
I go back home and do my own little thing. I'm here for my people.
Yeah.
They're from more family than, they're more real than my family.
But you say these people, like these are your
Yeah,
people?
these are my people, man.
Yeah.
You know, they transferred me.
You see
Yeah.
Yemen?
You know?
Yeah.
Yemen. 2 clans of Somaliland are here.
Yeah.
2 of the clans. Are
Where? In this building?
Yemen.
Yeah.
I made 200,000 last year.
Yeah.
I have a heating and air conditioning company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend, if you made 200,000, you're not going to be sitting in the
No, I made
staircase.
200,000 last year. I come in
I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I'm telling you.
I
Yeah.
had a $3,000 dog.
Yeah.
I started doing drugs.
Mad Max, you next. Come here.
I did drugs.
Mad Max.
and Here I am.
He one of the craziest guys down here.
Tell me, Mad Max.
Yeah, man.
I know. I recognize the name Mad Max from the Jamaican movies. You're Jamaican as well?
In Jamaica.
Yeah.
In Chile.
Why they call you Mad Max? No response. I gotta earn your respect. I gotta earn your respect.
Let me a Mad Max. You got
Honestly, I went all over to door to door knocking each festivals.
Yeah.
Heating and air conditioning. First thing they said,
So what's it gonna take to get you out of here? To get your feet back on the ground?
"You get my out of them?" Well, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They gotta make serotonin or back into like a prescription.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's just.
But what's your drug of choice? What are you addicted to? Crack. Everybody here is crack. The cheapest drug.
Oh, it's the most expensive in your life, bro.
What do you mean it's the most expensive? How much?
$200 to $300 a day, easy.
That shit doesn't.
Every hour I take about 10 to 20.
Yeah. What happens if you don't take it?
I get angry and I become a regular person.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's more of a, like, you see me chill talking, this is me.
Any worry about fentanyl at all?
I've died 4 times in the last couple of months.
Wait a second, let me slow this down a sec.
I was just.
Not too many people could say they've died 4
I
times.
died 4 times. Every time I wake up in St. Michael's, was at Toronto West Hospital with a bed of 6 people. I wake up, I just remember hearing people in the ambulance. I died 4 times.
So, but just explain to me, I'm sorry for slowing you down for a second.
All by women.
If you die once, you think you say, okay, I'm lucky to be alive, and
I go ask a female for her pipe, and then she just gives me the wrong one.
but you don't learn from the mistakes?
Well, listen, I thought, I'm dating the girl. Hey, listen, can I borrow your pipe?
No, but I'm saying you, forget about anybody else. Don't blame anybody. I'm talking about you. You don't learn from the mistakes?
I'm afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die.
It's not about being afraid to die. It doesn't make, like, you're not a hero for not, like, the planet needs you,
Yeah,
right? You've been
obviously,
put here
yeah.
for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta fix up.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I was ready to die, but listen, it was all by accident, and everybody, you know, and I'm still back here. Every time I hear the ambulance, and I wake up in the hospital bed,
Yeah.
you know? And
From crack. This laced with fentanyl?
But it was by accident. The girl gave me a pipe that I fed
Man, I've just heard so many people tell me it's by accident.
Yeah, but the girl gave me the pipe. Or
Yeah.
the crack had it, like it was the wrong thing. You know, the last time it was pink. I'm like, hey, are you sure this is crack? She's like, yeah, it is. And it was right in front of I was doing it in front of the
My
church.
friend, you know the rules about drug addiction. You don't trust a drug addict. How are you
No, I
going to
trust
trust
you.
a drug addict?
I trusted you.
Yeah, but what happened?
She mixed it up.
Yeah, but you're going to trust it. Man, you got your how old are you?
36 years old.
36.
I got everything in life, man. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm happy with it. I have no kids.
man, that's
but-
sad. I don't want to cry.
No,
You're
no,
making me
no,
sad.
no,
You got lots. You got like 50 years left if you straighten
I
up.
want to do the same thing again. I've backgrounded myself twice already.
Yeah.
You know?
What's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan. Chris. My name's Chris. Nice to meet you, my friend. Man, hopefully I see you again. This guy can't even wait.
I've seen you around before.
He's already smoking.
No, I'm just getting ready to do that too.
You can't
I
even
said
wait.
it twice already.
How many times a day you doing this?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, you do it every hour.
Many times?
I do not know how to counsel.
You don't know, but you sound so intelligent, man.
I sound and look it. That's all.
You sound what?
I sound and look intelligent. That's
You
all.
sound and look intelligent?
That's all it is.
No, you are intelligent. Look, you can't hold out.
Them smart.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're dressed sharp. You look like a poet.
I'll try to get your attention for a while.
Yeah, you got my attention.
You seem to harbor the idea
Yes.
or notion
Tell me.
that there is something derogatory about the stairway,
Yeah.
which there is none.
Yeah. I like it. I'm starting to like it.
Yeah, this is like a hangout place and we all know one another.
Yeah.
So we feel
But what I'm
safe.
saying is you guys are likable people. I can enjoy a conversation with you.
We want you to join us.
Yeah. But it's so fucked up. No?
Hey, Chris,
Tell me,
unanimous.
tell me.
According to scientific socialism, you said.
Yeah.
21 years we're under dictatorship.
Yeah.
This gentleman was the chief editor
You're
of the
welcome.
national newspaper.
He was a chief of what, sorry?
Editor of the national newspaper.
Yeah, chief editor of a national newspaper.
Oh, hey, telling you about my background. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
I would welcome you
Yes.
to be a member of the club.
And what do I got to do? What do I got to do to be a member?
Please don't talk to the people.
I'm not doing crack.
You're doing-
I'm not doing crack. Huh? Bring a bottle of tequila and hang out.
Stairway doesn't impel you or compel you.
But you guys come to the same floor every day?
Yeah, I'm a different from.
Different floors. Which is the best floor to hang out at?
But the girls are
Wait a second. Which one has the best girls? Which one has the best girls?
fourth row.
Fourth floor. That's where the girls hang out.
Because the mother married for that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back and hang out with you guys next time. I'll see you guys again. Nice to meet you.
Trenches, see them wire look? Yeah, man. Then I trenches, you know?
Have you seen a building in Toronto that looks like this? Or this is the worst you've seen?
Probably one of the worst I've seen on us still.
I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah, trenches, you can smell the trenches
Yeah.
inside of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does this work? This is public housing.
Yeah, public housing.
You pay based on what you're making, or how does it work?
Yeah, you pay or sometimes the government, you know, have so much more than money, government help you, you know?
Yeah. So give me an idea. What's the average person paying to live here?
Probably like $300.
Okay.
4.
But if you don't pay, what happens?
Then you probably get kicked out and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what's up? You
Yes.
good? Yeah, man.
They told me this is the worst apartment building in all of Toronto.
Pretty much. There is
like some sort of lawsuit going on in the washers and dryers.
Yeah.
There's like asbestos and like black mold.
In the washer and dryers?
Yeah.
Where are they,
The rubber
downstairs?
part in the liquid, like or like it's fairly moist, right?
That seems like the least of your worries though.
Kind of, but that's pretty much
And
close to
they
the wear that.
Yeah.
There's bugs in it.
Yeah.
Over top of, they don't get rid of the.
There's bugs in it that can give you scabies, basically.
Yeah. But you guys live in the building or you're just hanging out in the staircase?
I live there.
You see? Oh, your dog is very cute.
Thank you. But yeah, those repairs over top of and not cure the problem of like the infestation of cockroaches and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's not good. It's not getting rid of the problem. It's going to actually increase the problem.
I agree. Is the staircase like this lively all the time?
Yeah.
We just met like 30 people on the other side. We got,
Yeah.
that's it? There's always a party. What's the worst thing that you've seen that happened in the staircase? Any crazy story?
People fight, people OD.
What is it?
People fight, people OD.
OD.
Yeah, like they fall flat on their face. You gotta fucking like put them against the wall and watch them.
Yeah.
They're-
When's the last time you saw that happen?
Literally like 2 days ago, got one of my people I know. They took a towel and then bam, right on their face, blood.
Still alive though?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll learn their lesson? They'll be right back and do it again. What do you think it's gonna take? Like learn from your mistakes.
No, like you can, but you have to be understanding and like you have to keep it going, but lower it and understand them individually.
Right.
So
The reason I ask is because I've never been addicted to anything, so it's hard for me to understand.
Like I wish I really didn't do it.
Yeah.
And, a lot of times it should be addressed in a different way.
Yes. Tell me how.
It should be addressed more like an illness, not like they're nothing.
Right.
I mean, like it's almost like forgotten.
I agree with you. I try to shoot every human exactly the same, but I have a lot of questions because I don't really understand it. But I don't look at you or anybody here
It's just
lesser.
like this building that's like they've forgotten.
The forgotten staircase.
Like, no, but they've forgotten.
Yeah. What's the name of this? Do you have a name for this building? Is there a nickname? Like if you're gonna meet here, what do you say? Meet me at the... Nothing.
We're
Sure.
I won't take up your time. Thank you.
Trenches.
The trenches. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
After what?
Another Jamaican.
Where?
Yeah, nice to meet
Where's
you.
the Jamaican?
You're a Jamaican?
No, I'm not a Jamaican.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Ah, I'm from Canada too. Nice to meet you.
If just talk like Jamaican.
Let's talk like a Jamaican. Oh shit, this is piss.
Piss, yeah man.
Man, this is not the place to hang around.
You're gonna see piss and shit, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, man, the people they use washroom whenever. Watch your stuff. I go on, yeah. Yeah. No, I got interview.
Hello again.
I love it.
Yeah, you like it? You gonna tell me anything? Tell me what it's like in the staircase here. It's cold as you get lower.
I don't know what it's like because I just use the staircase to go to
Yeah.
different spaces.
What is this building like? They told me this is the worst building in all of Toronto. Would you say that? Yes?
I don't know, I just moved to Toronto, so I don't know.
Yeah, where are you from?
Calgary.
What's it like in Calgary compared to Toronto?
I don't know. I've been living in the States for 38 years.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's
So
what,
being Americanized Canadian,
yeah.
I know to stay in America is much harder.
Yeah.
Much harder.
But this staircase is a depressing place, no? Or you get used to it?
I don't know. I went to college, so when you're in freshman dorms and co-ed dorms, it kind of looks like this too. It also kind of looks like jail. So.
It does. It does look like jail. I agree with you there. Oh shit. What's happening?
I'm going to do an interview.
Anybody gonna talk? You can cover your face, no problem.
Tell the guy where the trenches.
Sorry?
Yes, you're the sick boss.
Talk to me, talk to me.
Okay.
So what's it like in this staircase? It gets cold down here.
Regent Park.
You're from Regent Park?
Smoke down.
Yeah.
Long live, you already know. Show my boy Young Driller YG.
All right. You're in the music business or you just like music?
Music business, you know, you can call me a little director, you know, so.
Yeah. So talk to me about this staircase here.
I know about you.
Is this the worst staircase you've ever seen in Toronto?
Worst staircase? Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Most action?
But you know, like outsiders, they wouldn't really, how do you say this? Like the staircases. The staircases, like, a roller coaster in itself, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you got a little bit of crazy people who sneak in and whatnot, you know, so.
Yeah. So what are you saying? What are you, crazy person?
Me, no, I'm not no crazy man.
A little bit, maybe? They often call me crazy.
I'm a pacifist.
Yeah. That's why I asked. No disrespect. Something has to bring you to the staircase.
Me on my bad day right now.
Yeah, no problem. What do you guys call this staircase? Is there a name?
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet. Yeah, I ask everybody because everybody gives me a slightly different answer. My friend, nice to meet you. All the best, eh? Yeah, this is. It's. Oh, you're locked up.
Boom, they don't know say 1 year they gonna check me up on the Instagram. Yeah, they want to know music. And me go so nothing never change when I play me boss your face, me they get locked up. But me just beat me court case chopping every day up in the streets, running ducking from police. It's for packing and I leave. Boom, you don't know no Christmas list.
Yeah, man, you gotta check them out.
Mad this life. Yeah, that Broadway gone. Straight.
Man, from Jamaica to Toronto, check him out. I'm gonna leave a link down below. Go show the gentleman some love. He helped me navigate the gauntlet.
You mean, man? Because from there, say you bless, you know.
The belly of the beast.
Man, I you know. Art and love.
So now that I've shown you the staircase from hell, the belly of the beast, the gauntlet, the crossroads, what are your thoughts? For those outside of Canada or inside Canada, did you realize places like that actually exist? Now, without saying, that is not all of Canada by any means. It's probably and possibly one of the worst buildings in Toronto, but it exists. And a clear picture that Canada is far from perfect. A lot of work is required. Mental illness and addiction is a real problem. Queen Street West, right beside Shoppers Drug Mart, you'll find this shop, the Black Market. Man, the last time I was here is probably, I don't even want to age myself, but man, it must have been 12 years, something like that. He used to come cut my hair at my house. This is the one and only Mad One.
Yeah, King Mad One.
The best barber in the Toronto GTA area.
Thank you.
Tell them how they find you for those that don't know. I know most people already know who he is, but.
So we're located over here inside the Black Market, 256A Queen Street West, right by Queen and John. You can find us down here. We've been here for a while now, you know, home of the Get Laid Fade, the Mad One Barbershop.
That's it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, we've known each other a long time. A lot of people, when you think Toronto, you think igloos and cold. It's really not that bad most of the time, but right now outside, it reminds me of being young.
It's definitely winter time, man.
Snow. So you remember your first time touching snow?
Yeah. We used to think, like, back in the Philippines, we used to think it's ice.
Yeah.
Like, it's like raining ice, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, it was awesome, man. Like, playing in the snow and stuff like that. I'll play till, like, my hand almost falling off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you're kids, it's different.
Yeah. You don't feel the cold until you stop playing.
Yeah. But now you got things like Instagram, and my kids are on the computer. They're like, Dad, I don't want to get cold. But when I was a kid, you'd be out there doing something, finding something to do.
Something.
Yeah.
Chris used to hustle down here too, man. You know what I mean?
They don't know
Broke
me.
Billionaire. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know the old me. They just know the YouTube me. But I used to be out on the street hustling T-shirts and shoes and stuff like that, man. It's an honor to see you, man. Congratulations. I always got to respect the hustle, man. Anybody willing to put in work year after year and feed and provide for their family gets praise from me, man. It's nice to see you. How do people find you? Instagram? What's the best way?
So the Mad One Barbershop, or at the Mad One Barbershop, or King Mad One, KINGMAD number 1.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying this to say this. You see, I get haircuts all around the world. If you want a symmetrical, even cut in Toronto, Mad One is the guy. So come. Check them out. Make sure you say Chris Muslis sent you. So this is like the Black Market. It's right by right across the street from the old Much Music. I don't know if the name has changed again. I'm aging myself, but there's a Black Market. You can get like thrifted stuff and or new T-shirts and this kind of stuff and that kind of stuff. And if you look right towards the corner, you see the Mad One Barbershop in Toronto. Good guy, man. Really good guy. I always like to support good people because good people deserve to win. Got about 45 minutes more until I'm meeting a gentleman named Ryan. He's responsible for making these tiny homes in Toronto. We're gonna talk. And then hopefully I get to show you guys the inside of a tiny home. Along the way, I'm sure I'm gonna find some interesting people just to walk and talk to. So let's go. repeat what I said earlier. Like, if you're somebody that needs assistance with walking, it is difficult to push yourself through this slushy snow. This we call slush. Definitely one of the most famous spots in Toronto to come and get a photo op is this City Pulse 24 press truck that's hanging out of the window, that's hanging outside the wall. This has been here literally since I was a child. And here we go. To the right, we get our first glimpse at Toronto's most famous structure, what was once the world's tallest freestanding building. Now I believe it's in 3rd place. Still a beautiful sight to see. Downtown Toronto, the CN Tower. And during the summer months, you can actually go up to, you know, it looks like a hamburger right around there, and go on the outside and sort of hang and dangle with a rope and make your way around. Something I don't really have the balls to do, but who knows, maybe in the spring. It's been on my mind. It's definitely on my must list. Just about building up the courage. You know, I'm not really good with heights. If it's an airplane, no problem. It's an apartment building, no problem. But when it's like climbing a mountain or hanging over something, it's a different story altogether. Coming up on my left is one of my favorite spots to come eat with my kids, and they love it. It's a Korean self-serve restaurant where you can cook the food yourself. If I had more time, I would stop there and show you what it's like, but gotta make my way to this appointment. It's called the Korean Grill House. Basically, you sit down, there's a fire in the middle of the table. They bring out whatever meats and vegetables and seafood you want. You see? Little circle, that's a fire. And you barbecue the food yourself. Somebody's gonna ask, why would you go to a restaurant if you're gonna cook yourself? Well, you don't have to prepare the ingredients, and you don't have to clean the dishes. So I think it's fun. If you've never tried, give it a try. You guys look cold. Cold, no?
Yeah, it's very cold.
Freezing cold. I'm not the only one. Even the pigeons think it's cold. My hands, I need to buy some gloves. Man, tent, multiple tents, tent. So when I travel to other countries around the world, they often say, like, I wish I had the opportunity to make it and live in Canada, because people believe like it's like golden arches. People believe there's so much opportunity and everyone drives a luxury car and has a big house, when the reality is there are more people than we think that are living like this, in a tent, in the cold, which is literally, it is unimaginable what a day, even one single day is like out here. Can't even comprehend what a whole winter would be like. And as somebody has told me before, like, if they're not doing drugs, they're not surviving through a winter. Okay, we are now entering Chinatown. What a mess. Sad. Man, I'm passionate. I love my country and my city, but it's sad to see this kind of shit on the side of the road, middle of the day. No excuse for it at all. Very, extremely high cost of living. Right now, I'm about to impose, like copy paste a photo of what $1 million house looks like in downtown Toronto. And I guarantee if you're not from this area, your eyes are gonna open real wide, because pricing here, it's not even realistic to think that our kids and their kids will ever be able to afford a home, and therefore you'll find more people out here calling these streets their home. 12,000 Torontonians will be homeless tonight. As Tupac said, they got money for war but can't feed the poor. 500 million, Ukraine war, check, no problem. So this is like our Times Square, Dundas Square, Dundas and Yonge Street, center of the city, downtown Toronto. Big shopping mall. This normally is like a outdoor facility. As you can see that there's been no maintenance at all. The imitation of New York's Times Square. Not much happening, man. It's just so cold. My mouth is not fully functioning. I feel like saliva is shit rolling down the side of my face. Hard to talk, hard to walk. It's been a long day, full of walking. This video is not only about showcasing homelessness, it's about showing my city from top to bottom. What's that?
It's for your camera.
For what? Say it again. He had a finger up for me. So the one finger salute. You guys were about to see how I box. I don't tolerate bullshitism. Gonna make a right, head down Dundas and meet up with Reed on the street, a very famous man on social media. Good man. See what he's doing, what he's up to on a cold winter Toronto day. Hello.
Yeah?
This is the world famous.
Out here, man.
Needs no introduction.
No introduction.
Read in the streets.
Yeah, bro, you gotta go home and put your clothes in the dryer.
Yeah.
Dry that shit for like at least 1 hour. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think the average person in Toronto knows that stairway exists?
Hell no. I don't think people really realize it, right? Like
Yeah.
that's why I kind of had to show that, because I don't think people realize how bad it could really get. You know what I mean?
It's bad.
I feel bad for the families living over there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I could to imagine there could be like mother and father with kids living in that building.
exactly. Like they try and separate, which is good, but you know, it's crazy. I don't know if you saw, I posted a video of inside somebody's
I
crib.
did.
The comments were so fucking brutal. I had to just take it down, bro.
Yeah,
But
the truth is not always easy to swallow.
Truth is not easy to swallow, man. People rather just not know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys got to check out Reed in the street. If you're not from Toronto, you might not have heard of him, but I'll leave a link down below. He's the best at what he does. I'm lower.
Yeah, right.
He's upper class when we're talking about like really penetrating the dark side of Toronto, especially this area. So you got to check him out. Reed
check me out,
in the
bro.
streets. Everybody mentions your name.
Oh yeah.
As I'm walking through there, they're like, "Yeah, Reed in the street." I'm like, "Yeah, I know that guy."
They're probably blaming me for you being in there.
No blaming. Everything went smooth.
Yeah.
They just told me next time I come to bring some tequila.
Stephanie. Not having a good day.
It happens.
It happens.
That's it, man. I had to shout you out since we're in the same neighborhood. Say what's
Appreciate it, man.
And that's
Appreciate it. God bless you, bro. Stay safe, man.
And never
you
died
already
once.
know.
Yeah. I have been outside in the cold all day. My feet are frozen, but I'm gonna head over to the park to meet the founder and creator of Tiny Tiny Homes and hear about the current issues he's dealing with in Toronto. They've given him a cease and desist. The government, that is, told him to stop creating these tiny homes for the homeless. And let's hear more about it. I'm about like 5-10 minutes away.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm from Tiny Homes.
Tiny Homes. What the heck is a tiny home?
Tiny Home is a portable shelter that's made to house people in the wintertime so they're not living so rough while waiting for permanent housing.
Yeah, like it's cold out here. I just walked by these tents. I can't imagine. Have you ever gone as far as like taking a temperature or a reading inside to see how cold it is?
No, I haven't, but I do know today is -18 with the wind chill.
Yes.
And when you're in spaces with dead air, it gets even colder.
Yeah, I can imagine. You know, I can't imagine. I've just been outside for like 2 hours walking in the biggest winter jacket I could find, and I'm cold, so I cannot imagine what it's like inside. But here are the homes that you built. Everything by hand yourself?
Everything by hand myself. I even had to learn some skills that I didn't have to do this.
And I see they're numbered. Is that in the order in which you made them?
No, actually, that's just the order in which from left to right. Number 5 was actually number 1. That was the first one that I built.
Would you say gradually you got better as you made each one? Were there improvements?
There was improvements, but it wasn't. Number 1 was pretty good.
Yes.
The next 4 after that, they just changed in size, and the furniture changed in size a little bit, but they're all almost identical.
Okay, so for those that have no idea what we're talking about at all, how long ago was it that you came up with the idea to build these homes?
I came up with the idea last spring.
Yes.
And I've been working on it since then. I put the first model out in July, and then from July I advertised it for a few months, and then the first model went to Terra in October, and
Yes.
so people have been living in these for about 4 months now.
And these are the only 5 you've created thus far?
Yeah, these are the only 5.
A lot of people, including myself, might see a homeless around the world and come up with an idea, but very few actually take the next step into doing something about it. So I got to commend you for that. But was there a reason that set you on this path?
When I was 8 years old, I wanted foster care. I spent 10 years in group homes institutions, so I was pretty institutionalized. By the time I turned 18, that's all I knew, so I went right to the shelter system. Between 18 and probably 22 or 23, I spent 5 years on and off the streets, in and out of shelters. I spent my fair share of nights outside. I know what it's like. I sympathize with, what people are going through.
Yeah.
So I seen a way that I could help, and I want to give back.
Yeah. As my mindset is when something is wrong, like what you went through in your life, there's no question must have been difficult, but that made you the man that you are today. And I believe it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a constant fight with the government. But I know, and I'm sure that you know, that you're changing the lives of one person at a time here. So hopefully you keep the courage and the consistency to continue fighting. Has there been ever a time over the course of the last week or two since the cease and desist has touched you that you've thought about quitting or giving in to the request from the government?
No, not at all.
No,
not at all. We're gonna keep fighting this fight. Actually, shouldn't say we're gonna keep fighting this fight. We're gonna keep struggling to work with the city. The city has a shortage of beds. We're trying to fill that void. I don't think anybody should be living in these units. We should all be living in buildings and houses and indoors. This is just desperate times call for desperate measures. This is a last-ditch hope on getting people warm and safe.
Yeah, is there a crazy, ridiculous waiting list for those that want to get out of the plastic tents into a tiny home, or how does it work?
So there's a community agency that does the vetting. I don't do that.
Okay.
I get referred people by a community agency. Right now, obviously, because we don't have a place to put the tiny homes, we're not placing anymore. The city has told us to cease and desist.
Right.
So until we get a piece of property and we can expand the program, it's kind of paused at the moment.
Terra.
Yes.
Terra.
That's right.
I'm excited. We were just talking to Ryan off camera about what this little home, the reason for it, and now we get to finally meet somebody that lives here.
Yep, actually I'm the first person to get one.
How does that feel?
Amazing, warm.
Yeah. You know what, I'm out here, the smoke is going, but I can see you're warm right
I know,
inside.
and I get to wear my pretty little shirt.
Yeah. So how long have you been living?
Since November.
Yes.
Yeah, since November actually. This is the first one, if you want to take a quick
Yeah,
look.
I do want to take a look, but can you
absolutely.
imagine
Yeah.
if you didn't have this right now?
Oh my gosh, I was just telling Ryan earlier that there's no way I would have survived in a tent.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know how I did it the last 2 years, right? And I remember waiting in the warming center outside for hours just praying that I'd be the one to get in.
Yes.
And then I wouldn't, and I'd sleep on the TTC and so, yeah.
Where's Ryan there? I want to congratulate him again. I'm feeling the heat
I
here.
know. He's an amazing person. His heart is definitely in the right place. Like, he's doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, he told me that I'm one of the first people he's told about his reason for doing this is he went through a part of his life where he was out on the street as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is not how it came, though. You've added some...
Oh, yeah, I've done a lot. I've changed it around quite a bit. I change the cushions or the covers all the time, and I paint it, and I change my curtains. I'm in the middle of changing my curtains right now. Actually.
You should. It's home, right?
Yeah,
So...
I'm just putting new curtains up right now. I'm making them right there. So
yes.
Yeah, but it's warm and it's safe. Like the other night, I 3:30 in the morning, I had somebody come up and try to get in.
Yeah.
And I don't know for sure. I think maybe it was a dare, some kids playing some games and stuff.
Right, messing around.
Yeah, but they couldn't get in. You know, and imagine I was in a tent, right?
Yes.
That would have been crazy.
But it's surprisingly big. From outside as you go by, it's small. small, but when I stand here and look,
Yeah, what I say to people is, so 3 people can sit in here comfortably,
Yes.
2 can chill, 1 can live very comfortable.
Yes.
Right? Like, I'm very comfortable in here. I can live here. I've got everything I need. Unlimited power, and power's never gone out on me.
so tell me, how does it work? Maybe you can show me
Solar
around a
panels.
little
So
bit.
when I'm at 13, I'm at high. This is anything below 13, then I call Ryan.
Okay.
Right?
So there's solar up here. I
there's solar
can't see it, but they're up there.
That's my hydro,
Yes.
or my electricity, and then I've got a diesel heater,
Okay.
which I'm the only girl here in all the homes, so the guys make sure that my tank's always full.
Okay.
So the heat is always, it's so nice and warm. I keep it going all the time, like you would in a home,
Yes.
right? So I just
Yes.
keep it at a low temperature, and I never have to really mess around with
Yeah,
it.
it's warm in here.
Yeah, it is.
Wow,
eh?
wow.
Yeah. This is my desk. So this comes down as like a desk. Oh.
Okay.
This goes down as a desk, and then this comes out into a bed. And then I've got my sink over there, my little kitchen, and I mean I'm always you're coming in the middle of me doing a little bit
Yeah,
of
this was,
renovation.
we're
but-
not prepared
yeah.
at all.
No, this is as real as you get, because I had no idea that you were coming.
Yeah, I had no idea myself.
Yeah. So.
I thought I was trying to create a story that's worthy of telling.
Right.
And I contacted Reed. Reed in the street. Shout out to Reed in the street. He doesn't get as much credit as I believe he deserves.
Yeah, no, he's an amazing man. I actually owe a lot of where I am, because if you would have seen me a year ago, I've actually come a long way.
Yes.
And I owe a lot of it to him.
Yes.
You know, he's done a lot for me.
You know, sometimes in life we meet incredible human beings.
Absolutely, he's one of them.
And it seems like Reed and Ryan are two good guys.
Definitely. You know, I'm so grateful to have met them, and I think that they'll probably be in my life for the rest of my life. Both of them, yeah.
We hope so. I see this around the park. This is
for this is for because I'm an addict, as people know.
Yes.
I don't want to talk too much about it, but I also don't want to lie about anything either. You know.
Yes.
So this has saved many people's lives. Many people's lives. This is a Narcan kit, Narcan or Naloxone, and if somebody's overdosing, this can save their life. And
what I've spoken openly about in my videos when people, because I normally film gang-related stuff around the world, and they say, why don't you film the gang problem in Toronto? And my response is, look, I think Toronto has 2 very big problems. One is homelessness, and one is drug addiction.
I think you're absolutely right.
Above gang related.
And you know what? The addiction, the drug addiction goes hand in hand with the homelessness.
Yes.
I spoke about that in one of my first videos, that I had no clue, because I'm fairly new to this whole world, that addiction played such a big role in homelessness.
Yes.
And it really does. I didn't really give it much thought before, but being out here, it's kind of what keeps us alive. It's how do you stay awake and survive this cold? It's the drugs.
It is cold. For those that haven't stayed one night, even a couple hours outside in the cold, my feet are freezing.
I know.
I can't imagine.
Even I was outside walking around yesterday, and it was taking me a little longer to get to where I need to go because of all the snow, and I thought, how did I used to do this?
Yes.
I just couldn't wait to get back here, and you know, I do feel a little bad though still for the people that are in tents. You know, I wish we could house everybody, right?
Yes.
But
it must feel good having somewhere to call home, no?
Absolutely.
To come back to.
Absolutely, and to have a key and to be able to lock the door, and I'm actually calling it home,
Yes.
right? And so starting to my tangible items are starting to mean something to me again, whereas they meant nothing to me before because I couldn't allow them to, because I lost them. So you know, almost as soon as I got them, I lost them, right? And so they're starting to mean things to me again, which is,
you know what?
Choked up.
I just met. I've seen you in video before with Reed, but we just met for the first time. I'm going to encourage you to do YouTube.
Yeah, it's something that I definitely have wanted to do.
Yes.
Now that I've got a place that I can charge a phone and keep a phone, like, I mean, Reed's probably brought me 6 phones.
Yes.
And they get stolen. As soon as you fall asleep, everything gets stolen, right?
Yeah.
So this phone that I have now, I've had for a couple of weeks. I forget I even have a phone. So I'm just getting used to just having the phone itself. But no, I'm definitely going to take your advice. And so we've come up with a name. Are we going to say that name?
Yeah, say the name.
So it's going to be Terra in the 6.
Terra.
Yeah, Terra in the SIX.
Yes. Because I think if you share your day-to-day ups and downs, this is what I'm a strong believer in, I think the world would want to see. And you're very good at talking.
Well, thank you very much.
A lot of people, the hurdle in starting a YouTube, they get
and you know
nervous
what?
in front of the camera.
I thought that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly did. But doing those videos with Reed for a year, I never watched one of them.
Yes.
Right? And so when it came time to do a news video, I called Reed. I said, I think I need you here. Because I think that's what it was, that I didn't realize I was even doing anything on camera. I was just having a conversation with him.
It's natural
right?
for you.
It was. And then I watched them, and I like, now you got me stuttering.
Yeah, the pressure's
but
on.
I'm just gonna try it. I'm just gonna try to be me and do it the same way I was, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. What do you think? Let's say, I know not all people look at it like this, but what about a year from now, or 3 years from now, or 5 years from now?
Where do I see myself.
Yeah, where do you see yourself?
Honestly, I would like to get off the drugs. I know that addiction is something I'll struggle with forever, but and just be a grandma to my grandkids and mom again to my daughter.
Yeah, I think that's there's no more motivation needed in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got me emotional. I don't have grandkids yet, but I have kids.
Yeah, I think Ryan might be getting me another phone because the phone I have isn't holding a charge, which is another reason why.
Yeah.
And I found this channel or this app that I could watch TV on, and I watched TV the other night for one whole night, and I used up all my data.
Yeah.
And so I guess I I have a hard time asking for things.
No,
to be
I
honest
know.
with you,
We're not. You know what?
Yeah.
The world is so incredible, and I find that the people watching my videos are so grateful.
Yeah.
Even when they don't have much to give, they like to help.
Well,
So I don't think it's you asking. I'm just.
Well, that'd be one thing. Is I just need proper to be able to get this going. Just you know what I mean, like just proper technology.
The way to do it. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave a link down to Terra's YouTube channel down below. And you guys can do me a favor and you can just click on it, subscribe. There might not be content right now today, but there will be very, very soon. Show some love and leave some positive comments because it is difficult to be out here on the streets of Toronto, and not only in the winter, anytime. Any going away words of wisdom?
No, just like I said, it's an honor to meet you and hi to all your subscribers, and I look forward to hopefully talking to everybody soon and reading.
It's gonna happen.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna get you some food. I gotta find somewhere closer that's not all the way down there. But
sure
you like
Ryan
Chinese food?
I'm okay. I'll do it. Whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna surprise you. I'm gonna come knock on the door with some food.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
If you've ever been outside for like 6 hours and then you get back inside and it takes 2 hours to warm up, imagine if you've been outside for 2 months and you haven't been inside. How long it would take to warm up. It's just when you go to sleep and then you wake up freezing and you got nowhere to warm up. It's cold.
Yeah. And yourself, have you ever spent a night outside in the winter in Toronto?
Several nights.
Yeah. Not easy.
Not easy at all.
And cold is not the only issue.
Cold is not the only issue.
Yes.
You got theft, you got violence, you got not so much anymore, but 20 years ago, when I went through my struggles, you got police. Depending on where you're sleeping, you may be arrested.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question? This is the man that built the homes.
Oh, they're just tiny homes?
Yeah. What do you think about this when you see these?
It looks pretty cute, actually.
Yeah. Have you seen?
Just for sleeping, right?
Yeah. Have you seen them before? It's a little. How do you want to explain it? It's a tiny, tiny home. It's a home, so it's not just sleeping.
I can see. I read it. Actually, it says tiny.
Yeah, he's the genius right here. We'll give him 100% credit. What about for those people that are going to watch this video and say, "Hey, man, you should just be living in a shelter, or you should get a job." What about for those people?
Okay, number one, tell me where the shelter beds are, because that's the problem right now, and even the city admits that there's no shelter beds. As for getting a job, there's so many of the people out here have so many other problems before they can even look at getting a job. If you have substance use or mental health or whatever the reason is you're out here, you got to deal with those things before you can work on the simple things like getting a job. What I urge people is have compassion. Have compassion for your neighbor. You don't know what somebody's story is. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know why they're here. Right.
So that saying, like until you walked a mile in a man's shoes, it's hard to discuss.
My call to action is write City Hall, write your mayor, write your councillor. That's what we need. We need the public support for this program to get off, for this program to succeed. Now, the biggest thing too is we need property, because we obviously don't want it here in the parks. I'm a father, I'm a dog owner. I want my parks back too, and nobody should be living in a park. That's not conducive or healthy to living. We need a piece of property to move these to, so we can get our parks back and these people can be housed at the same time.
Right. So hopefully somebody is watching today's video that can help. There's going to be an area, if you're from Canada, to go in and sign the petition. Also, if maybe you have ideas, maybe you're smarter than both of us or richer than both of us. In a perfect world, what would bring your movement to the next level?
We want the city's approval and the city's support. That would really bring us to the next, that would bring us to the next level.
Yes.
Is getting support from the city.
Yeah. Is there anybody in particular that somebody could write an email to, or?
Mayor Olivia Chow, write her an email, write her a letter, write your local councillor, your MP in the area you live in, And Olivia Chow, send her a letter.
Yes. Okay, I appreciate. What are the easiest ways for people to get a hold of you or see your content? You might not want people messaging you directly, but how do people follow your movement?
So if anybody, I always encourage people, if they want to get a hold of me, reach out, go to my website, tinytinyhomes.ca. That's the most reliable way to contact me. And on Instagram, I'm Tiny Tiny Homes Toronto. I think on YouTube, I'm Tiny Tiny Homes. And TikTok, I'm Tiny Tiny Homes. But you can get all that through the website.
Yes. Any final words for the world or anybody watching?
Have compassion. You never know somebody's story. Love your neighbor.
I like that. And it's very important, and I agree. Well, thank you very much. So, Terra was so nice to talk to me. Complete stranger. I went and got her a nice hot chocolate and a sandwich. Also in my pocket, my back left pocket, to be exact, I have a $75 gift card to Tim Hortons, so she can buy whatever she wants when she wants it. Tim Hortons is just across the street. If anybody wants to visit Terra, don't hesitate. I'm right now I'm at the corner of Adelaide and Jarvis, and that's where you can find her. Nothing better than a nice hot chocolate on a cold, snowy, frigid winter day. I know most of you folks are regular human beings and don't question it like you shouldn't. I'm an honest person. There's the gift card, $75. Bow. Just for the naysayers. Terra, it's Chris. So it's 5:55, it's -8, and it feels like -18. The sun is down and it is getting mighty chilly. If you've enjoyed today's video and you appreciate the effort I put into creating content around the world, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I think this is the point in today's video where I sign out. I'm cold, I need a hot chocolate, and I need to get home. So, goodbye, good night. Love you all, appreciate you all. See you in the next video. Rest in peace. If you don't want to see people living on the streets, house them.